This is the new Samsung Galaxy S25 series. It has some amazing improvements to Galaxy AI, especially two mind-blowing features. There's an updated design with the S25 Ultra, but removed one feature that you might not be happy with. But it still might be my next Android smartphone moving forward. Then how about the rest of the S25 series? Well, here's my hands-on experience with the phones. So the S25 Ultra has a less boxy design than last year, with rounded corners which looks more like its brothers, the S25 and the S25 Plus, or even the previous S24 and the S24 Plus. So yeah, this means that the whole series is now consistent with one another. Now the reason for this new rounded edges is due to some complaints about how the edges were too sharp and too boxy for some, while I didn't have an issue with that on my S24 Ultra, but this new updated design does feel nicer to hold. Then aesthetic-wise, the camera bump is fully in black, similar to the Z Fold series last year. Then the S Pen makes a return here, but with a slight difference because Samsung has removed the Bluetooth functionality and also the remote gesture controls. While this does make the S Pen lighter together with the whole phone, of course, but I think that this change will not go down well with fans, especially those of you who uses these gesture controls or even using the S Pen as a camera shutter button. But if you want those gesture controls, you can always get the S Pen Pro. So is this a bummer or not? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Now, speaking of being light, Samsung has made all of the S25 models slimmer and lighter. The Galaxy S25 Ultra is 15 grams lighter than the Galaxy S24 Ultra, while the Galaxy S25 and the Galaxy S25 Plus weigh 7 grams and 6 grams lighter than the previous generation. Then the Galaxy S25 Ultra is also protected by the Corning Gorilla Glass Armor 2 in front with a Victus 2 at the back with titanium chassis, while its brothers both feature Victus 2 at the front and back with an Armor aluminum chassis. Then as for the display, the Galaxy S25 and the S25 Plus comes with a dynamic AMOLED display that is identical to the previous generation, but the Ultra features a slightly bigger dynamic AMOLED display at 6.9 inches compared to the S24 Ultra's 6.8 inches. Then the S25 Ultra also comes with 15% slimmer bezels than the S24 Ultra. So yeah, there are two updates on the screen over here. Now, if you go by the S25 series screen specs, it has a 6.2-inch FHD Plus display for the S25. Then the S25 Plus comes with a 6.7-inch QHD Plus display, similar resolution to the Galaxy S25 Ultra. And then, of course, each of these displays comes with the adaptive refresh rate from 1 to 120 Hz. Yep, all of them. So, what's up, iPhone? Then in terms of cameras, the S25 and the S25 Plus see no difference between the previous generation. As a recap, it has a 50 megapixel main, 10 megapixel telephoto and a 12 megapixel ultra-wide camera. But the Galaxy S25 Ultra has a new and larger 50 megapixel ultra-wide camera compared to the previous 12 megapixel ultra-wide camera. Now this does of course allow for a better macro shots with more detail than before, so no need for those dedicated macro camera instead. Now other than that, the Galaxy S25 Ultra comes with a 200 megapixel main lens, the previous 50 megapixel telephoto lens together with a previous 10 megapixel 67mm telephoto lens. Then the selfie cameras for all of the S25 series remains unchanged from the previous generation. Now, nighttime photography or the nightography for the rear cameras has also been given a boost on this particular Galaxy S25 Ultra, as it uses the new next-gen Pro Visual Engine, where pictures will apparently have more detail and have less noise through the double analysis noise removal feature, which is something that I'll be going further during my in-depth review of the phone, so stay tuned and subscribe to this channel if you guys haven't done so. Now this is because the cameras on this S25 Ultra has a custom spatial temporal filter that can differentiate between a moving object and what is not moving, so that was pretty interesting indeed. Another great thing is that if you love taking videos is that the S25 models will come with a pro-grade video quality, a 10-bit HDR instead of 8-bit SDR on the previous generation, which will allow you to customize or fine-tune the video according to your liking after you shot the video. Now, this also detects overexposed areas with false colors or even zebra patterns in your video. Something that we always use on this two cinema quality Blackmagic 6K cameras. Now what's also great is the fact that they also have log recording, and yes, even 8K log recording, something that this phone has compared to my Blackmagic cinema cameras. Then the most significant change is the fact that all models across all regions everywhere. Will feature the new Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset instead of Samsung's Exynos chipsets in certain regions, such as here in Malaysia. So yeah, I guess that's the reason why we saw TM Roh in person in the Snapdragon Summit in Hawaii last year. So yeah, it does seem that all of the leaks and the rumors regarding the design, the chipset and everything about the S25 series that we have been covering at our website at www.adamlobo.tv has been spot on so far. So do check out our daily tech news over there too. Link will be down below. But as they have done with the previous devices, the Snapdragon 8 Elite that Samsung is using for this S25 series is not the same as everyone else, because once again, it is the specifically designed Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy. With 40% better NPU performance, 37% better CPU performance with 30% better GPU performance for all of the S25 models with this new chipset. Now for gamers, there'll be 40% improved ray tracing performance compared to the previous generation, and from a hardware perspective, it also has a 40% bigger vapor chamber too to make sure that it doesn't overheat. As for the RAM and storage, there is the 12GB of RAM with either 256 or 512GB of internal storage for all of the devices, but only the S25 Ultra gets the 1TB storage variant. Now battery wise, everything for the S25 series has remained unchanged from the previous generation, including the battery size, the fast charging speed. However, due to the hardware updates mentioned earlier, there'll be even a longer battery life, which of course we'll see if that is true once I use the phone daily. So stay tuned once again. Now as for software, Samsung nailed the whole of last year and now they are making it even better, and there's even more. So there's a UI level called Morning Brief, which can offer personalized insights based on your everyday routines and habits, and also provide helpful suggestions or even guess what you want based on your calendar, as well as provide a summary of your day's event. It can even give you reminders of expiring travel tickets, expiring vouchers, or even coupons on your phone. Now on One UI 7, which comes in shipped with all of these phones, there's the new Now bar for the live activities, for scores, music, Google Maps and more. Then there's the new audio eraser feature, which can tone down or even eliminate any unwanted external sounds. But what's even cooler was the fact that you can even remove certain audio from your downloaded videos. For example, removing a singing voice in a song, or removing the music but leaving the singing voice. Yep, I tried it in the hands-on area and it was mind-blowing. Now speaking of music, there's also the circle to search for music too, where if you're playing a YouTube video and want to know what exactly is that music being played, you can just press and hold the virtual home button, select the music icon, and it will tell you what exact music it is. Then there's also the best face feature, where it takes a live photo of your pictures. So for example, if you're taking a picture of a person who blinks a lot or probably looking elsewhere instead of looking at the camera, you will get AI to choose which is the best. Then there's also a novelty feature, but kind of cool, which is called Gen Stickers, to generate stickers that you can use on any apps since it's produced on the Samsung keyboard directly. Then there's also more improved AI features that is already available for the Galaxy devices, like an improved version of the Generative Edit, an improved Portrait Studio, and also some cool features like the virtual aperture controls, which I'll go more into further when I get my hands on the phone, of course. Now, since this new device also comes with Samsung's brand new One UI 7 built on Android 15, I'll be doing an in-depth review or a look on this brand new UI as well. So as of the recording of this video, there's no official prices yet, but I will put the exact pricing, variants and the colors available in the pinned comment below and also in the description. But do let me know what you would like to know about these new phones, and I'll revert back in my full video review.